Welcome back, everyone. We have Wes Reeves here with us from Friends of AJ Swope. We're talking about the Texas Panhandle First Responders Memorial Campaign. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, absolutely. So, of course, we've been covering it a lot here, but for those that kind of need a reminder, what is the Texas Panhandle First Responders Memorial?
Sure. We are in the process of hopefully getting started anyway, building a memorial to our fallen first responders from the whole Panhandle, 26 counties, looking back into time as far back as 1882. And sadly, there are more than 100, about 103 names currently that will be inscribed on walls. They're at 11th and Polk, next to the historic Bivens home where the Amarillo Chamber of Commerce and Center City are located. Really beautiful location. So currently there's a little pocket park there, but we will be, we're leasing that from the city and we'll be putting the memorial there, hopefully getting started pretty quickly.
Gotcha. And where are y'all at as far as donations go, and what amount needs to be raised before y'all can break ground this year?
Sure. This is math I can easily do pretty well. So we're very close. We're looking at $1 million fundraising goal, and right now we're at about 925. So we need about $75,000 more to meet that goal. And of course, today is First Responders Day, and we're hoping that folks would consider giving today, but we'll be working on this throughout the end of the year. But hopefully you'll start to see some action pretty soon down at 11th and Polk.
Absolutely. And how can people donate to kind of help honor those first responders?
The easiest way is to go to the website we have set up, also where you can see the memorial and what it's going to look like. And that is firstrespondersmemorial.org. Trying to say that. It's almost like a tongue twister.
Yeah.
And there's also an address. When you go to that website, there's an address if you choose to send a check. You can do that there as well. So lots of easy ways to do it.
Absolutely. And not only is this memorial going to honor their names, but it's also going to highlight their stories. And I think that is so interesting and neat. So kind of talk about how important it is to not only be able to see their names, but also hear their stories.
For sure. You know, some of these names, like I said, go back into the early days of settlement here in this region. So we might not know much about them, but every name is a story, not just about what they did and the circumstances that led to their name being on the wall. We want people to remember them as people, fathers and sons and mothers and daughters and all the things that they did in life. So we are compiling those stories as well. And we are looking at a way that you can actually scan a QR code, and then there's going to be a website that will accompany this, and you can read about these folks as well. And so we're actually still looking for more of those stories too, as we move along in this process.
Absolutely. And, you know, there are a lot of names and a lot of research that has gone into this project. So kind of talk about the preparation of kind of putting this into effect.
Sure. You know, it's been a number of years ago that folks around here first wanted to do this. And so we got involved some years ago, and the last 3 years really began fundraising for this project. And we've been compiling these stories. And for a time, and I don't know if it's even still there, we had some Facebook page where you could go read some of these stories as well. So, and Craig, my friend Craig Vaughn has been doing a lot of that research, and we've been working with our Sheriff Brian Thomas, and a lot of the law enforcement officers around here have been very helpful and supportive of this, and they've helped us with that as well.
Absolutely. And, you know, I was talking to Sheriff Thomas, and he was telling me about like all the preparation that's gone into it. And I was like, and that's a lot. I mean, y'all have seriously done your work for this project.
It's been quite a project, and we've had some really great partners in this. And, you know, it's really a blessing to be involved in this and to get to know the folks. It's more than just a memorial. It's a whole effort in many ways, and getting to know people and helping us individually and personally to better appreciate the job that these first responders do. The law enforcement, the firefighters, the emergency personnel that go out every day and risk their lives and are out there for us at this moment, waiting to help us if need be.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
So happy that KAMR has been so involved in this too.
Yeah,
we really appreciate this.